The DSSI training is there to help you create a wow life. You may say, but what is a wow life? A wow life is not a life where we push ourselves to have sensations created only through the exterior or through hyper-positivism because we don't want to feel sometimes the sadness that is within ourselves, or we don't want to feel the limitations. A wow life is a peaceful life where everything is stable. Whatever happens in the exterior, even when there are conflicts, anger, we are in front of aggressive people, there is a pandemic, illness, one day, I can assure you that we remain stable and happy. Why? Because we understand profoundly our life. We understand profoundly our program. This is such a relief. And DSSI training, this is a training for that. And with this training, you will understand the multi-dimensions of life, of the universe. You may have heard this word, multi-dimensions, but what is in reality the multi-dimensions? Because when we feel that, this is a wow life. First of all, in this DSSI training, you will understand, as Kaya mentioned, and Anthony, dreams, signs, they show the multi-dimensions of our life. And with this understanding and training, we see not just the big picture, but all the connections. The connection with symbolic language, you understand, okay, I had this sign, I had these dreams, and I understand why this consequence. So you are just like a scientist, a child, a wise person, amazed by life, even when there is negativity. Because one day we understand very profoundly that evil is always educational. An illness, a limitation, you've lost your job, there is always a teaching. This is why we talk about educational. Evil is educational. So, as it has been explained to you well, everything that exists, the origin of everything relates to symbolic language. So, what do we mean by that? I'm going to give you a very simple example. Because yes, this teaching is for psychologists, psychiatrists, professors, but it's also for you if you are a mom at home, if you are a retired person, if you are working, you work in a factory and you have practical intelligence and you have this fervor to evolve, you want to understand life. This DSSI training is also for you. And you can choose to do just one cycle, 1 year, and you see how your life will change. Why I'm so convinced of that? Because I've seen myself changing, and I've seen thousands of people changing their destinies. Because one person does the DSSI training, there will be ripple effects. You will help your family, you will help your colleagues, you will help the world. Just because you think in a way, you feel in a way. Because remember, when one person rises, all rise. You have a responsibility, an impact. So I give you a very simple example. You will see how through a simple example, life can become so multidimensional. A mom is helping her child, 4-year-old boy, to get dressed. And it's a little bit difficult. And the mom is also talking to someone else at the same time. And then suddenly the boy says, "Mom, your hand is cold." So if you don't understand, say, no, if you are rational, say, "My hand," you touch your hand is not cold, it's warm. So if you don't understand, say, "Come on, why are you saying that?" And you're angry at your child because he's not coherent. If you understand a little more, you say, "Okay, yes, maybe he's telling me that I'm a bit cold in my emotions." But with the DSSI training, you go to another step. You understand, and through the dictionary, source code dictionary, when we see hand, a hand is just not a hand. There are multi-dimensions behind a hand. What do? This is just an extract from this dictionary. We have the capacity to give, to receive, to touch, to shape, to form, to make. They also symbolize the power of creation and materialization. So when Kaya was explaining what is a sign, your child has given you a sign, very simple. A sign that sometimes when you are in relationship, you help someone, you are not 100% there, and then how you give with your intention, your energy, it's empty, so it's cold. So it's a great teaching, because this can happen not only when you're with your child, when you help him to get dressed, but in other situations where there is not your child, no clothes, but the clothes have also a meaning, but we are not going to analyze everything. So one day you understand profoundly that sometimes how you give, there is some coldness. You see, that's a sign. And then you look at your child and it's a wow. Instead of sending him, "You are incoherent, but you are a child," that's a wow life. Through both dreams and real life sign interpretations, we can understand life and the law of resonance. Friends, this law is very, very important. I know that some of you know already this law. You have heard about the law of attraction. Yes, we attract what we are and who we are. But you will see that in studying more profoundly symbolic language, you will understand even more profoundly the law of resonance. And even now, the scientists, they know, they validate this law. This is something concrete. And there are many experiences to show the law of resonance. For example, if you go on YouTube, you can see that they use forks, tuning forks, and they make resonate one fork, tuning fork, and the other one that is not touching this fork is resonating when they are the same. But when they add something else, a weight, they no longer are the same, identical, and the sound no longer resonate, because they don't have the same frequencies in terms of vibrations and sound. So imagine if some objects can resonate and they don't touch themselves physically. Can you imagine ourselves? How we can resonate and we are not aware of that? So the law of resonance explains that every time we're attracted to something or someone, it means that we have some memories that resonate with that. And sometimes we can find something beautiful and we are attracted to something or someone, but there are criteria to understand if this resonance is really positive. Beauty, quality, right? Is it right? Then we know it's a positive resonance. But when we are bothered, when we are disturbed, and this is a very, very advanced path of self-development to really apply the law of resonance. Because sometimes spiritual people, they don't understand very profoundly this law, and they can escape it. Because when we are spiritual, we meditate, we interiorize, and this is beautiful. We have to continue that. But the minus is that some spiritual beings, sometimes they can become too airy in a bubble, and they don't feel, and they think they have no more resonance with certain aspects. So whenever we are bothered by something or somebody, it means that we have memories that resonate to a certain percentage. Remember, friends, to a certain percentage. Because you may look at your uncle, and sometimes you have a family gathering, and this uncle is always there, and you hate him. And just the feeling of telling you that you hate this uncle, you don't like that because you're a good person, and but yes, I hate him. Why do you hate him? Because he has been violent with my cousins and my aunt, and I hate him. I can't feel compassion for him. It's impossible. Okay, so you are a very sensitive person. You are very open. In being on a spiritual path, you are so open. Your antenna feels very profoundly, and this uncle triggers, each time you see him, some violence that is still in you, but that you have sometimes repressed because you are a good person and you don't want to express your anger and your violence and your aggressiveness, but it's still there, hidden in some memories. And then when you see that uncle, it triggers this memory in you and you don't like it. So that's the law of resonance. And we will see with the angels, we will do a meditation and Angelica yoga exercises together just after. You will see an angel is not a little being with wings. It is a state of consciousness representing qualities, virtues, pure powers that we have within ourselves. But let's come back after that. So the law of resonance is very important, and you learn that with your dreams and your signs. Everything that is there, exists in the universe, exists in us in terms of states of consciousness. You know, when you have colleagues, you have neighbors that you have to see every day, your family that you have to be with them frequently. So the law of resonance is important to be applied and is inscribed in the current program of the soul. So sometimes when we are bothered, we want to fly away. Say, no, I don't want that. And sometimes there is an impasse and we can no longer fly away. And this is, in this training, you will learn to apply the law of resonance and understand through your dreams and signs how some memories are hidden, and then this is why you are bothered. This is so subtle sometimes. So let's continue. So asking, as Kaya and Anton explained so well, you can ask, through your dreams and signs, if you have questions about a couple, about a job. This is spiritual autonomy. And for example, you don't know if it's the right partner. You've just met someone, and when you see him, you have butterflies in your stomach. Oh, wow! But is he the right person? So you can ask, like a mantra, because it's an important question and decision. For a few days, you ask like a mantra before going to bed, Is it the right person for my evolution? Is it the right person for my evolution? And you can add it up with a mantra, angelic mantra, that is related to couple. And then you receive one dream. And this man, this lover is not in a dream, but you see where there is your cousin and there is an infidelity. And then you wake up in the morning and say, what's the answer? I don't understand. So for the moment, the dream is not saying, you have the green light, or no, don't go. You are scared because you still have memories of infidelity in you. This is why you can't make the decision and cleanse that. Because of course, with the law of resonance, you might attract again, a relationship where there is infidelity. So very often the answers are there to help us to work on ourselves. And then when we change the memories, the destiny changes also. We don't need to attract the same type with problems. So this is why one day, even when we receive nightmares or negative dreams, we love that. It's not because we love negativity, of course, but we know that behind negativity there is a potential energy to become positive. So you can change your life. When you understand profoundly and apply daily, every time, the law of resonance, this is the fast way. This is the speed of the light. So, same for job. You have a new job, an interview, but you don't know if you can accept or not. And then you receive, and you do the mantra at night, and then you receive a dream. There is not the name of the company, not a colleague, not the person who interviewed, nothing. Just animals. Animals, cats, dogs, cows, and they are walking. It's so difficult. They have bloody legs and paws, and it's so difficult. What's the message? You may say, what's the link with my request for a job? This is an answer. It's not a yes or no answer. It's just telling you, yeah, you see a new job, it triggers new memories where you have pushed. Animals is our vital energy, needs. It gives us a lot of force. The positive aspect is amazing because when we want to be in the concrete reality in life, we need vital energy. We need the positive aspects of the animal kingdom. So it triggers, okay, if I take that job, it's going to be difficult because in the past I've pushed my vital energy and I have loss of energy, blood, I'm scared. And maybe it's the job for you, but this memory is blocking you to accept it. Or it's a message, be careful not to start again the same pattern, so you need other dreams. So you see, your life is amazing, friends. Days and nights are as interesting as days. This is the DSSI training. So I have already mentioned when you have nightmare, sometimes it's a very, very small percentage of yourself. And that you can transform and triggers difficulties in your life. So applying the law of resonance plus knowledge of symbolic language plus angelic mantra equal fast and qualitative evolution without shortcut. Because sometimes people, they don't want to visit their negativity. They want shortcuts. One day we no longer want shortcuts. Because we know that the memories, the situation that we don't want to face, they will catch us up sooner or later. They are inscribed in us. So let's continue and start with an Angelica meditation. Today we will do this meditation with Angel Umabel, who is one of the 72 angels. And as I said, is, doing the mantra, and Kasara, Professor Kasara will explain to you also the mantra. it's compatible to anybody, any self-development, spiritual movement, anybody can do it. Why is it compatible with anything? Because it's concentrated on qualities, developing qualities. And you have a map, you see, qualities, you concentrate into the department of the universe, of God, of cosmic intelligence, whatever name you give to this great force. And you have the human distortions. Of course, an angel is perfect, but you can see, okay, sometimes, what kind of affinity I have, resonance. I have problems with my mother. Why? So you are going to be shown through your dreams. Look, why you don't manage all the time to incarnate the qualities of this angel. So I'll show you just 2 exercises that we are going to practice together. The backward arc, for those who don't know this exercise, you can be sitting on a chair or, standing up like me. But if you do it standing, you have to be careful because it can be very powerful. So completely we empty our lungs by breathing out vigorously and then breathe in fully and completely, like we breathe in, and we will breathing in the energy of Umabel, angel Umabel, to become these qualities. And then lungs filled, we bring our hands to the back of our head, cross our fingers like that on the nape of our neck, and then we do the backward arc like that, lungs fill, and then we come back slowly and progressively and breathing out. If you feel a little bit of dizziness, just sit down and calm down. And of course, you have to respect your suppleness. If you have back problems, it's very important that you go with your own rhythm. And then we will do this actual movement that children do naturally. You standing upright, feet shoulder width, you see, just like that, and knees slightly bent, relax shoulders and arms, and pivot from one side to the other like that, without moving your feet, and you swing like that with suppleness, and it induces a state of consciousness of relaxation, peaceful, etc. It really relieves tension in the whole body. You can do this exercise at home when you feel it. So, are you ready? We are going to start this meditation. So I will invite you to close your eyes if you wish, and to interiorize. I close my eyes if I wish, and I breathe in and breathe out naturally the energy of angel Umabel. Breathe in and breathe out. I visualize a beautiful ray of light, which represents the energy of angel Umabel. This light is circulating on my forehead, which is calm and relaxed. I relax all the little muscles around my eyes. My whole face is calm and relaxed. Angel Umabel, activate activates in me the qualities. It's like I'm in this department of the cosmic intelligence that helps me to understand affinities, resonances, friendship, helps me to understand relationship. I feel the white light in my throat, my shoulders, arms, hands that are relaxed, completely relaxed. Then I feel this energy in my heart. This white light, Mikaël, is concentrating in my heart, and I connect with the energy of love. So Mikaël, show me what resonates with love in my memories. Is it pure love? Or in my memories, love equals abandonment, infidelity, difficulties? I understand these memories and why I have attracted such relationship. Through the law of resonance, I transform any anger if it still exists in me with this white light, to see the life differently, not as a victim, but as someone that can change my memories, see them with a different perspective through the law of resonance. Mikaël. I feel this energy going down in my solar plexus, my stomach, my abdomen, my sacred zone, my legs, my feet, which are relaxed on the ground. I understand through my dreams, through science interpretation, the law of resonance, that whatever exists, it's always linked to symbolic language. Am I prepared, ready to understand more profoundly my life, so that the veil is lifted? Am I ready to see the dark side of myself? And now I have solutions to transform them, my fears, anxiety, whatever limits me, I can transform all that. Do I feel now in an impasse or a deadlock? With understanding and changing my memories, there is no more deadlock, but life evolution, life interiorization. Evil is always educational to help me change something in my perspective. Now I will prepare myself for the back arc walk. So I concentrate the energy of Mikaël in my heart, and I can think of something that I want to change in my feelings, in my relationship. I want to activate a beautiful energy. Mikaël, help me to get connected in affinity with this reservoir of love that exists. I know it's also in me. I connect with it now. I breathe in, Mikaël, and I breathe out. I breathe in again, Mikaël, to resonate, to tune in with this pure love. I do the backward arc, lungs fill, and I maintain this posture, and I imagine this white light touching my heart, tuning into this pure love where there is wisdom to improve my relationship. And whenever I wish, I can come back, breathing out, slowly, progressively coming back to my original position. I read all the sensations, whatever they are, accept them. In developing my emotional intelligence, in accepting to connect with my emotions, feelings, sentiments, I can be more grounded and materialize everything with love, with a good intention. And I can be aware of who I am. Reading the sensation develops receptivity to become receptive. Good. Now I can continue with the other exercise, actual movement, like a child. I swing from one side to the other. With suppleness and still breathing in and out naturally the energy of Mikaël to enter the multi-dimensions of my inner world, of my inner universe. And then understanding what is a wow life. For a few moments, I continue this movement and inscribe in me to be able to transform the memories that create sometimes discrepancies with the beautiful part, the divine part of myself that wants qualities, compassion, love, patience, wisdom. And sometimes maybe another part that doesn't want to advance, too many needs or hurts. Mikaël helps me to understand my resonances with symbolic language. Good. I can stop this movement now and read all the sensations. Whatever they are, I accept them. My feet on the ground are completely relaxed. My shoulders, my arms, and I relax all the little muscles around my eyes. Mikaël. Mikaël. An angel is a pure state of consciousness that dwell within myself. Good. Now I can activate myself with an exercise where I can put my hands like that and alternate, just to be dynamic. A healthy mind in a healthy body. To be an angel, you have to be, being angelic is being strong. So you can alternate with your knees, right, left, and you breathe in and out. Mikaël. This is active meditation. The sensation now, and whatever they are, accept them. I understand that marrying spirit and matter is becoming more concrete. Understanding my life, it's becoming also more alive. It's becoming angelic. Good. I come back here and now. I stretch my arms, hands, legs. And whenever I wish, I can open my eyes with a beautiful smile. Because my soul knows that whenever there is a problem, a difficulties, there is always a solution, friends. And especially when we understand the situation very profoundly. Welcome on board.